What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video I decided to try a very spicy team that I just kind of whipped up, and it worked out pretty well. Beedrill, Probopass, and Flygon. Flygon is going to be our safe swap. It's a super random, but this team actually has really great coverage, and I've been seeing far too many extremely meta teams that I thought it was great to try something fresh and new. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, getting into the first battle here, we have Beedrill on the lead versus Shadow Walrein. So I can't really swap out, right? I can't go into Flygon, so I'm going to have to stay in here with Beedrill. Now, what's cool about Beedrill here is we're going to put a lot of pressure with Drill Run. Yes, we're going to take a lot of damage from Icicle Spear. As you guys can see, that does a respectable amount, but Drill Run needs to be respected as well, because if this lands, it does quite a bit of damage. Now, what we're looking to do here is try to get shield advantage, which is exactly what we did. We're also going to try to go for the Drill Run once again, and we do get to it in time. This is either going to take out the Walrein or get us 2 shields here on the lead, and we do get 2 shields. So we're just going to come straight in with Probopass and load up on energy. Now, we obviously need to be respecting the Earthquake right here, but it was an Icicle Spear shield bait. That is so unfortunate, so I'm going to have to try to... Nope, they already got to the next one, so we're going to go ahead and shield again. This could actually be the Earthquake, and it is, and we're just going to go ahead and farm down and load up on as much energy as we can, because they will not be able to get to a second Earthquake in time. There's just not enough health left for them to get that much energy. So we do tank the Icicle Spear right there, and we do see a Toxicroak come in, so we're just going to go ahead and go for the Thunderbolt here for neutral damage. And since Walrein is out of the game, we're going to go ahead and swap out into the Flygon and let it rip. Now, they decide to come in with an Altaria, which is a counter to Flygon, but thankfully Flygon has access to Dragon Claw. With Mudshot as a fast move, it's extremely spammy, and you guys are going to see it go to town here against the Altaria. We're already at 2 Dragon Claws. We're going to be able to get to a third, and getting this Altaria just relatively low enough where the Probopass can come in and farm down is going to be perfect, as they do throw the Sky Attack right here in order to take us out. So this is actually very ideal for us, because Probopass is the tank of tanks. If you guys didn't know, before Registeel got lock on, before Galarian Stunfisk came into the meta was about Bastiodon and Probopass and Steelix. Those were our tanks back in the day, and as you can see, it's extremely bulky. We see the Toxicroak come in, so we're going to be able to get the Thunderbolt off right here, as Probopass is going to have a really nice sweep in this game, taking out Toxicroak and taking out the Altaria now with Rock Slide. So that is going to be a good battle, very well played. Obviously, Beedrill on the lead, putting that pressure for us with Drill Run was huge. Okay. Good game. We're moving into the next one here. We got Beedrill on the lead versus Registeel. Again, another situation where Drill Run really threatens right here, as it does do super effective damage. Now, Drill Run is a legacy move because it was Community Day, and I definitely think it's worth it. If you guys have a really good PvP IV Beedrill, be sure to give it Drill Run. As you can see, that does nearly 50% of Registeel's health. We're going to go ahead and shield as well, stopping the... Oh, it was a Flash Cannon. Okay, I thought it was a bit quick. I thought it might have been Focus Blast right there as a shield bait, but it definitely was not a Zap Cannon. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Drill Run now. This is going to be forcing the first shield here from Registeel. Let's see if we get it. We do get the shield. All right, we're even on shields. We're going to swap into Flygon, and they instantly swap into Altaria. That was a really quick swap on them, so kudos on them watching the top right, as that was extremely fast. Maybe we both swapped at the same time, but ultimately we are going to put a lot of pressure here with Dragon Claw, because we might just be able to get to 3 unless they decide to throw the charge move. But they might risk it and try to fully farm down. Either way, Probopass is going to come in. We do get to the third one in time. This Flygon is so spammy. You just love to see it, as we do get the final shield. So we're going to go ahead and come in with Probopass. We saw how much damage Sky Attack Moonblast does. It does nothing. Probopass is an absolute tank right here. It's going to be able to soak it, and because Spark is only neutral damage, we will be able to get so much energy, but they decide to swap into Registeel. So we're going to have to shield right here, obviously stopping the Focus Blast. We're going to go ahead and load up on some energy, overload just a little bit, and then go for the Thunderbolt here for neutral damage to take out the Registeel. Now, we don't know what's in the back, but we still have our Beedrill, and we have a good amount of health here on Probopass as well. Final Pokemon is going to be Superior, so we're going to go ahead and swap straight in with Beedrill. And I do have Fell Stinger here on my Beedrill. You guys could run with X Scissor or Sludge Bomb, depending. I just really like the Fell Stinger for the hard shield bait that's really low energy and really boosts the damage of Poison Jab, which is going to come in clutch right here, as you guys are going to see, because we're just going to be able to tear through this Superior and get to another Fell Stinger in time in order to take it out. And then Beedrill is so boosted out of its mind right now with its attack stat that we are going to be able to Poison Jab down the Altaria, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. All right, moving to the next one, we got Beedrill on the lead versus Walrein again. So we're just going to go straight for that drill run like we did before. This is not a Shadow Walrein, but they decided to swap into Altaria, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Probopass. Now, that's 2 Pokemon weak to Probopass. Yes, we have to watch out for Earthquake on Walrein, but ultimately Probopass here with Spark, Rock Slide, and Thunderbolt is looking pretty strong to core break this team, as the Altaria is just going to do no damage. Now, we're in a really unique situation here where we can't necessarily farm down with Spark. I mean, we could. This is going to be so... It's barely doing any damage. Barely any damage here to Altaria. So what I'm going to actually look to do is load up on some energy and then throw the Rock Slide, but just undercharge it. I'm just going to hit maybe a couple. I'm going to tap there and tap here. This makes it do less damage, but we still took it out. That was unfortunate. I wanted to be able to farm down. Maybe I should have definitely hit nothing. Now we do see Cofagrigus come in, which is going to be very dangerous actually. Cofagrigus can kind of core break our whole team right here, and since it does have shield advantage, things are looking very interesting. We're going to go ahead and swap out into Beedrill, or we have two to two shields. It still has 2 shields is what I meant. So we're going to let this go through, and it was a Psychic. Oof! That nearly one-shots us, but we do get to the drill run in time here. This is going to do so much needed damage versus Walrein that we can basically, well, Beedrill goes down. We're going to come in with Probopass, and this is where I wish I didn't hit any damage versus Altaria. I wish I was able to fully farm down so I can have more charge moves, because now Probopass has to take out the Walrein here, because you guys know if Flygon gets hit with a Powder Snow, that's like 30% of its HP because it is Dragon Ground. So thankfully Probopass is an absolute tank and we can spam charge moves. So let's see what they decide to do, as we will have to give up our final shield. This is now risky territory because Cofagrigus can potentially sweep us. Let's see what they decide to do. They decided to let it go. Boom, it's gone. We got to go straight into Flygon. Cofagrigus is at 50% HP, and we need to spam Dragon Claw like our life depends on it, because ultimately this game is going to come down to, can we get the Dragon Claws off? We did get one. They decided to no-shield it. Can we survive the Shadow Ball here, or Dark Pulse? I don't think they're going to go for Psychic again. It's going to be the Shadow Ball. We barely survive. Get the Dragon Claw in time because Flygon is just so spammy. We're going to force that final shield. A couple mud shots right here. 1 mud shot. It's going to come down to Spark versus Shadow Claw, Probopass versus Cofagrigus, and Probopass once again finishes the game off for me. Good battle. Very well played. Right, moving to the next one, we got Beedrill versus another Walrein. Here we go. We're just going to go straight for the drill run like we did before, forcing that shield right here. So let's see if we can get it. Now, this is still going to be a tough situation. One thing I noticed is this Walrein's combat power is 1478. This might actually be a very attack-heavy Walrein, and attack weights change the amount of damage a fast move could potentially do if there is that breakpoint. And sure enough, as you guys saw before, I was able to get to 2 drill runs. This time I was not. So this is going to be tough. We're going to have to come in with Probopass now and load up on energy, and obviously be giving up shields here to the potential Earthquake. Now, if this first one is Earthquake, which it is, this is huge for us. We can now fully farm down. They decide to swap out into Gyarados, and Probopass is looking like an absolute monster now. Again, core breaking. We saw it versus Altaria Walrein, and now it's Gyarados and Walrein, and things are looking very good. We still have our Flygon in the back in case we need it for that 3rd Pokemon, but ultimately we don't want to bring it in here versus Gyarados because Probopass is just such a wall to it, and we can manage our energy very well. That's what's important when you guys use Probopass, is its energy management. So We're going to go ahead and let that lunge go through. Doesn't hurt us too much. And then we were going to be able to get off this rock slide here. We're going to underfarm it, and the Great is actually just going to be enough to take it out. That's fine. And sure enough, there's a Skarmory in the back. So Probopass, 3 for 3 against this team. We're going to be able to get the Thunderbolt off right now, but we have been hit with 2 lunges. So we need to be actually very careful, and we're going to try to swap to try to catch the charge move here on Flygon. They decided not to throw it, which is fine by me, but I'm going to go ahead and go for Dragon Claw right away. Just apply as much pressure as I can because I need to save my shield for Probopass for the potential Earthquake from Wall Rain. So we're going to go ahead and no shield this. If this is Brave Bird, so be it. But they're not coming in with Wall Rain, which is pretty interesting. Nope, here it comes. And they do decide to throw energy instead of farming me down. Now, granted, I think I would have gotten to a Dragon Claw if they tried to go for the farm down because I had one more, but we're going to be able to farm down now with Spark, and this is going to be a good game, very well played. It's kind of tough to build a team to account for a Probopass because it's never used. I just decided to bring it out because it was one of my favorite Pokemon to use in Pokemon Go PvP before Go Battle League came out back in 2019. So this is going to be a good game as Probopass once again put some respect on the Mustache as we take out the Skarmory. Boom, take it out, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. All right, moving into the next one. We have Beedrill on the lead versus Lickitung here. Okay, so I'm not sure what they're going to have in the back. It could be a multitude of things, but ultimately I think if I just go for Fell Stinger here and really ramp up my damage, I might be able to get this Lickitung low enough where Beedrill could potentially farm down. Now we're going to have to see how much damage this Body Slam does, and I'm going to have to see if I can land a Drill Run. So the Body Slam actually does a really good amount of damage, so this is not looking too good now as Lickitung is just, it's so tough to take down. But we're going to go ahead and go for the Drill Run here just to do as much damage as we can, and sure enough we do. They do get to another Body Slam, so I'm going to go ahead and judge this. I'm going to let it go. This is going to be the call of the game if I made it correctly or not. We're going to come in with Probopass and load up on energy. I'm calling there's flyers in the back. That's what I'm reading right here. I'm reading maybe Talonflame and like Sableye potentially. Something like that where Probopass with energy is actually going to be very advantageous for me. No, there's a Medicham in the back. I was completely wrong. So now we're looking to be in a very tough situation. We'll have to hopefully swap to Flygon here and hope they don't have a counter for it. Oh, they have an Azumarill. Okay, so this is not looking good. Earth Power, though, is really nice in this matchup. Obviously, Azumarill's charge moves are going to one-shot the Flygon, Ice Beam, or Play Rough. So we're going to go ahead and shield, but Earth Power right here is what's really got to be respected because it just does so much neutral damage, and Flygon can spam it so well. Plus, we're in a shield advantage situation. Well, it's actually 1-to-1 now, but it started 2-to-1. So we're going to be able to get to another Earth Power in time. And if they decide to no-shield this right here, I am fully committing to the farm down with Mudshot. So they decided to let it go. We're going to go ahead and commit to that farm down right here. We're going to go ahead and shield, and let's see if Flygon can completely take out the Azumarill and have just the most energy in the world. Yes, it does. So Medicham is going to come in and it's going to be facing off against a loaded Flygon right here. Now, we need to be very careful about the charge moves that the Medicham could have. I'm thinking it does have Ice Punch, so we're going to go ahead and go for the Earth Power right here. And then what we actually need to do is I can't let Medicham farm down my Flygon, so I have to try to catch the charge move on Probopass. And we do! We catch the charge move right here. If this is Power Up Punch, it's all over. It's going to be Ice Punch. That is huge for us. Now maybe we can get to the Thunderbolt in time, and we do. But is this going to be enough damage to take out the Medicham? Please. No, it is not. Medicham hangs on. We're trying to spark for our lives, but it fully farms us down. They probably have enough energy, and they do. The Ice Punch is going to take us out, but extremely close battle there against my opponent. So good game, very well played. This set was a lot of fun. I only did 1 or 2. It was like halfway through sets, but I got a few really nice games with this team that I wanted to show you guys. Beedrill, Probopass, and Flygon. Super spicy, super fun. Hope you guys enjoy. So like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.